crowd on the opposite end, but right now it's the mates getting aggro.
Very aggro indeed. It's going to be a quick trade. TakaS is trapped in as Musashi's going to try and take care of him. Aftershock, blind coming through. Good coordination from Gentlemates to try and get him out of there, but they do end up losing more players, and that's Ascend on top with 3. Only a tough spot here for beyAz. Let's see if he can do the magic. Flashpoint accurate, and so is baddyG's bullet. Ascend are finding their way onto the A side. They're looking well. Upgrading to a Ghost. Some utility available for him, but the sidestep does allow for a crossfire. And there you have it. Swing from back.
No, Monster was hiding out the entire time for sure.
And now the switcher over to the A side. TakaS, beautiful shot! Make it 3 from TakaS!
Monster left in spawn. TakaS going for another one. Can't quite finish off the kill, but you have to wrap this one up, although maybe not. 1 versus 2, 25 seconds. A Spike still in a terrible position.
And Monster just drops as quickly as wary of this rotation, which is why Monster's looking in this direction. Spotting that one, does he expect one to be close by to the left? No, he does not. So beyAz with first blood. baddyG behind the enemy lines on the A side, while the rest of the team take over the B side.
So much pressure now in spawn. baddyG continuing to heat up, and actually holds on the flank for just a moment.
Brody, 2 players forward! He just doesn't care. He wants to go for the pincer because he knows logaN is right behind him. And just like that, Gentlemates get disenfranchised. All on different positions around the map, get isolated. And this leaves logaN all by himself. But he just made some noise. They know exactly where he is. And baddyG will be peeking, but logaN reads it. Brody turns around, and that's just enough. Doesn't mess up the timings. It's been a while since they've shown presence towards the A site, so Gentlemates can already rotate now that the Nightfall has dropped. beyAz avoiding the fault line, but there's a Prowler right after him. Does he go for the peek? It's so fickle. Oh, he goes for the peek eventually, and it's alive to pick it up. So, nataNk trying to bring his team right back up before Ascend gained full access over the site. Smoke deteriorated. logaN out into the open, doubles up before he drops. Alive! Comes alive with a triple of his own, but we're down to 2 and 2. And baddyG is in the fight. A bit of a rough spray, but gets the job done eventually. And now it's all down to TakaS, the star piece of this team. Interrupting the plant, there's a chance. Alive is low, so low, 7 points of health, are you kidding me? 10 seconds on the clock, TakaS doubles up!
He's completely on his own. Oh, what? Hold on. There's a fight up here.
Alive, already out, and nataNk coming aggressive, doesn't care. One play, I'll deal with you, mate. And just like that, nataNk.
Even if you manage to get there, Wailers still has the ultimate to try and cancel.
They're aggressing pretty far forward. Wailers there and waiting. Oh, but baddyG is successful. And maybe there's a chance in this round. baddyG going for a second bite, but it might be chewing out too much. And nataNk on the backline deals with him. But baddyG gets one in return. Very doable for Ascend. And it's a 2v3. But can Gentlemates get out of this? 3 players, 3 different locations.
Watch the flank. TakaS with the operator coming around the corner, finds it!
Pete Crawley, and that's the pick for TakaS, leaving Brody to himself. So many flashes are thrown to his direction. Wide stream from him, but it's nataNk to pick it up. A quadra for him this round.
Conflict. No issue getting the spike down on the ground. They have been easily able to get into these sites time and time again. This time they even have a flank through spawn from baddyG.
nataNk going aggressive this time around. It might be working out for him. TakaS with the first shot through. But musashi needs to hold the line here. They know he's there, but there's so many right after him. But he repositions, and now he's got friends, and they've got other angles covered. And it's a crossfire all of a sudden. Alive moves forward and tramples over his opposition. Opponents, but look at this. Gentlemates again over in main. Nightfall avoided by a couple. Still caught. beyAz might be out into the open here. Blaze come out from alive. He doesn't realize one is on site, but it doesn't matter because Monster's got him covered. Ascend, take control. logaN, he's got the lockdown. He's going to have to use it. Without it would be quite the waste, but alive still with the blade, still accurate as ever. In the faces of his opponents. No knockdown, no logaN, and no more Gentlemates this half. Because Ascend want to close this out with a bang. And we're looking at a 7-5 score as Ascend head over to the defense.
You want to fight it? Right there.
Vacate the site. Oh, baddyG with an interesting angle. It's going to be checked or not. Yes, it is, but it's a lazy one. Flash coming through, but baddyG is down accurate. And now with brothers in arm, pushes forward. And now beyAz alone. What can you do? You've lost all your players. No assistance, tries to go for trigger discipline play, but now dealing with 4 all on site, all staring at your direction. Yeah, you got the spike planted for you, but what else can you do? You can see from the defense, Ascend have got all of their eggs into this basket.
Yeah, a lot of smoke's been going down.
Oh,
pure
TakaS,
chaos, I
look
think,
how aggressive he's gone. He's gone past the smoke. And I think Brody has read it, but can't quite connect the spray well enough to get the kill eventually. Aggression from baddyG, punished by TakaS and Wailers. Alive on site, quickly quelled. And there you have it. Gentlemates finding traction straight out of the bat. As soon as they get guns on the board, that's when they can shoot back.
It's just fun pathing too, I think, from TakaS. Playing verticality the whole way through. Shot's not quite.
brody waiting with the fault line. This player is ready to peek out. Oh, Monster falls. The fault line not coming in right on time. Alive with a pistol, though. Makes the wonder work happen. And now he's got a Vandal in his hands. They've noted that he's dashed forwards, so they know he's nearby. The wall just drops and allows Alive to get one before he drops. And now, equilibrium. A 2-on-2 and the spike in the enemy camp.
Both players coming from CT for Ascend. Buddy system.
logaN approaching. Read by Musashi. Doesn't need a rifle when he can shoot sharply like that.
Wailers still has 2 smokes, and he can hightail it over to...
Even has a guarantee. He's got an incendiary, and he definitely knows the lineup for this B site. Musashi aggressors. They need to take him out right here, right now. Orbital Strike will be the first line of defense of the spike defusal. But Musashi win, and they'll be vacating the sites for Gentlemates to move into Arcade. Look at this updraft from Alive. Really not taken account of, and he doubles up as well.
Who is this guy? He's just getting kills everywhere on the jet. Unreal. Now the only hope for Gentlemates is to come from the north side.
Oh my God, stop it, Alive. It's just disgusting
and now
at this point.
baddyG's up in tower. You just can't catch a break. baddyG and Alive are unbeatable.
Imagine ACEND. Flash coming through, Monster having to hide into it. It's a palaver fest, and the aftershock is definitely well placed. Out into the open now, there can be easy peekings. nataNk, desperate measures, tries to deliver, allowing baddyG to stay alive outside of Astral Form, but logaN doubles up. Simple spray transfer gets it all done. brody through the wall, gives ACEND another chance.
Here we go.
Rolling Thunder, waiting until they get past that molly. Disabled, holding it out, spray, not accurate. Oh my God, topsy-turvy. ACEND get destroyed.
Into Alive.
Yeah, Alive not going to be falling for that one this time around, but TakaS is going to be aggressing forwards. He doesn't care. Musashi catches him off guard though. Nightfall available. Alive with a peek, and ACEND are gaining pace, moving forwards, disrespecting nataNk, but baddyG to save the day. beyAz, 1 HP, replenishing. logaN on site has to come with the magic again. Barely avoids the lockdown, and it's a 2v4. It's so tough. Smoke conceding a position. They can tap the spike. Can they close it out? Nanoswarm to delay. Gentlemates need a miracle, and beyAz is starting to bring it to fruition. Spray down, can it come through on time? Diffuse upway, and they keep on sticking it. brody with a spray, but that's the defuse, and that's ACEND closing out map number 1.
Very fast flank option now. This does leave B a little bit weak. It's just logaN here, playing off his turret.
Oh, it's logaN and Timmy, but it's TakaS on the other end to pick up monsters. So no more Viper in regards to defending this B site.
But there's a lot of threat of a flank coming in. That turret that even ACEND have in mid doesn't watch their spawn.
Wailers is aware. I don't think he's quite spotted brody, but now he may have the chance to know. brody comes out on top, and that's a massive flank.
Another lurking spawn,
baddyG pushing through spawn, and that's definitely surprised the Gentlemates side as logaN tries to decipher the situation onto the side, but it's all so tangled up and so difficult to untie. Right click, point blank distance on the spike already. Not diffused halfway as ACEND increase the pressure onto them. beyAz aggressing forwards, but baddyG on the back end alone. If he dies, there may be a chance on defusal, but I don't. There's more likelihood that he will just die.
Show me his crosshair.
Oh, and there you have it. Dashes forwards instead of backwards. Updrafts to stay alive as a spray comes his way, but the site has been opened up with a Nightfall. ACEND are moving in.
Yeah, Musashi looking for a crazy flank into C as well. Killjoy versus Killjoy on that side of the map. Could decide.
It's so delayed. logaN, though, reads it, sticks around, but I don't think he spotted him yet. The bot will instead. Musashi turns around, but it's logaN to win out that fight.
Still very delayed on that Killjoy to get into the fight. 4-on-3 is the fight at hand.
baddyG has got to do so much in this position. They don't quite know he's posted up so close.
Wow, the tether catches everyone.
TakaS down. brody now called to action. They've got a crossfire with baddyG, and that's exactly what allows them to get the first pick. Shadow step out into safety, and baddyG falls back with his teammates. nataNk spray, but Wailers traded. baddyG keeps on giving, and it's Alive alone, but not for long, as it's going to be tiptoeing on the back line. He hasn't been spotted, and there's baddyG gone. No omen for the Ascend side. Now, they move on even further. Seekers enabled straight away. Alive catching both unawares and delivering real quick. Ascend turn the tables around, but TakaS wants to bring the pressure towards them. Blades out, but Alive turns around and deals with him. Cold as ice. Ascend still on top with numbers and try to solidify it as GentleMates coming from only one direction, but they're not even moving forwards anymore. They've dropped back, they're saving. Now GentleMates need to figure out how they want to tackle this. Paranoia out from baddyG, they're going even further forward. No, they're just baiting it, trying to make their opponents unsure of pushing in that direction, baiting out utility as well.
Just demanding utility be spent the other way. GentleMates now taking the fight. logaN's been on it.
But logaN, yeah, he reads so many of these positions, ends up on top on so many of these trades as well. brody attempting to save the day, but he doesn't have much health on him, and it's TakaS to deliver. Musashi all by himself up against so many players. They're all low, but it's logaN all day in this round. Oh, man. Ascend nowhere to take this fight. Cloud burst out. Alive right in the middle of it, but TakaS point blank kisses Alive to death. And there you have it, Musashi and brody and baddyG all line up at the right moment. I don't think MONSTEERR will turn around in time, and he won't. nataNk deals with him, so I think for the first time in a while, GentleMates playing off of an advantage. More players, Alive turns away, Guiding Light not doing all that much. baddyG lets one pass by, well, sticks around for the rest of them. TakaS, the warner that has crossed, will quickly be dealt with. Wailers on the other front can only survive for a little bit. And logaN, the magician of rounds ago, will have to come up with magic.
Corner baddyG holding.
He's all by himself though. One curveball could be all that is required. The bot, signs of this attack. And baddyG not to be checked. Spray down comes through, but nataNk saves the day. TakaS as well, and Ascend are in trouble. Curveball and nataNk follows through. Alive tries to go for the fight, but TakaS cleans up. MONSTEERR all by himself, and he's within his realm. Within the Viper's pit, tries to make it all happen himself, but it shall not be happening now.
Will eventually spot that one out.
I think it's kind of smart for MONSTEERR to not go for a second bite.
100%. You play the numbers here, 5 versus 4. Now, GentleMates have to fight 4. No. That flash sucked.
Yeah, not putting it lightly there, are you? Musashi delivering again, so hyper-aggressive from GentleMates, and it's not quite working out. Little by little, they're getting dismantled. nataNk trying to save the day, but honestly, too much.
Very soft. They're going to try to exploit, and they're pushing into spawn. Ooh. They're making so much
Musashi
noise,
knows of this, he definitely does. Curveball comes through, it's a spray, good enough for a kill, and damage onto another. Somehow equally traded at the end of the day as the B site is being attempted.
This is tough. This is so tough. brody doesn't have a good angle, though, with the Marshal to get back into sight. They're planting down at the bottom of pit. Tough to hold in the post plant. They're going to have to fight their way on site.
brody with the swing together, the paranoia. baddyG ends up dropping. Marshal not the best weapon to deal with this retake. beyAz pushing aggressively. GentleMates taking care of it. And I think they made the right decision to get themselves a buy in this round, because it will be working out, even though MONSTEERR gets one kill by the end of it.
Come on, let's go. I've got your trail.
nataNk leading from the front.
Got one.
Crossfire, eliminated one end of it. But double back, decision on to B.
Flank's now been spotted by that Viper. Another one about to be spotted here too, but babyDoor's down. They know already it doesn't even matter.
It's clear entry. Musashi, it's going to have to wait, trying for a few pot shots through the smoke. Pressure is on.
With that door open, though, there's so much threat in main. They have to fight forward. It's always forward.
Pushing into forward spawn. baddyG, though, finds logaN, and that's quickly. They're pushing right on top. Wailers trying to double back on the rotate. But still, they've got to deal with TakaS. And MONSTEERR is there on time. Ascend on top in numbers, and this could get them onto map and series points. Dropping GentleMates to the lower bracket would be simple round away. Wailers out of the smoke. Well dealt with. beyAz has to do it by himself, but no. Curveball through. nataNk inwards, locked down. For defense on Ascend.
They can't plant the spike.
They cannot at all. They've got to vacate it.
They're going into MONSTEERR.
Alive triples up yet again and heading towards the C site. MONSTEERR is there, lying in wait, and it eats them all.